You know what? I think it's good that even at year 4, we're still learning, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Remind me to plug this in when we're done because I think it's dying.
I will, because I need to plug mine in too.
Okay, so we both have to plug it in.
Yeah.
Plug it in,
We'll do
plug
it.
it in.
We'll just always do that together. We'll be like, okay, it's time to charge these.
Yes.
Okay, we're done charging these.
Yes.
I listened to a comedian yesterday, and Dimitri Martin, and he had such a cute little joke that I have to tell you.
Okay.
So you know how when you're a kid, people always told you like, hold your horses?
Yeah. Hold your horses. Yeah.
So how come later on in the day, they don't tell you to release them?
Huh.
Yeah, that's what Dimitri Martin said. I was like, I like that.
Guess what, guys?
We're not doctors.
No, we are not.
If you're going to be making any major medical decisions, please consult your doctor.
Yes, and that includes diets, exercise, medications, and surgery.
We love you guys.
And we want you to be in our OSLP family forever.
So be careful
and consult
your doctors. We love ProCare. You guys know this. And guess what? They have a brand new product out and it tastes like an orange Tic Tac.
That's right. I have got it in my hot little hands right now. It's their easy to swallow tablet in Citrus Grove. And both of us have fully switched over to it.
We had to because it's easy to swallow, doesn't stick, and it has 45 milligrams of iron. And we both need that.
Yes, we do. So go to procarenow.com to take care of all your bariatric body needs. And our code is the only one that gets you a full 15% off. So use code OSLP at checkout.
Are you located in the Florida area?
Well, we have the perfect office for you. Dr. Fridley and his wife, Macy, have created the perfect, welcoming, and safe place for your bariatric journey.
That's right. So click on the link below to start your weight loss journey now. And don't forget to tell them that the OSLP's girls sent you.
Welcome back, OSLP family! Welcome back, OSLP family!
Welcome.
You are listening to Our Sleeve Life podcast, and this is Kelly.
This is Mel.
All right, so we have a couple housekeeping things to go over.
Yes.
The first one being the POP recovery event.
Yes.
Beautiful Minds Retreat.
I love the name.
I love it.
I love
think
what it's all about.
So fun.
It is. It's going to be fun. That's
Yes.
May 16th through the 19th in Orlando, Florida. Tickets are still on sale. We have it in our link tree.
It'll be down below.
Down below. But we also have it in all of our link tree. So it's not just OSLP. You can go to mine. You can go to Kel's and you'll be able to find it.
And I think JBY.
Yep. And
JBY has it too.
Yeah.
So you are solid on any any pages you're on. I was like, platforms? No.
wait.
What's the word? Pages.
Yes, pages.
So
is what it is.
Very excited for that. We will be there. We will just be attending.
Yeah, so we get to do it with you.
Yeah, I'm so excited because it gives us more time to spend time with you guys, hear your stories, have a good conversation, and not have to rush off to work.
Seriously, so we can actually chill with you and we can maybe make some new berry besties. I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and day one is just a meet and greet.
Yep.
The other cool thing that I think they're doing is they're pairing up berry people.
Yes.
So if you're going alone and you're, say, 3 years out and haven't had plastics, they're going to pair you with somebody that's also 3 years out and haven't had plastics. So that you have like this berry bestie built in on day one.
Yeah, I think that's like the coolest feature.
Yeah. I love it.
Doing that work.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pop Recovery.
Yes.
We appreciate that.
Everything.
Seriously.
And then the next thing, day 2,
yes,
they're going to do all bariatrics.
Yes.
All about bariatrics. And then day 3 is going to be all about plastics, which I'm so stoked
And it's
for.
all about the aftercare.
It is.
Because that's what they specialize in. So you're going to get all the information about bariatric aftercare and plastics aftercare because there's a huge need. We've seen it. We try to help, but neither of us has had plastics. So we don't even know what that looks like. We have friends that have done it, so we know little bits and pieces, but we have no idea.
Well, and we've talked to plastic surgeons, but again, we haven't physically been through it.
No, or seen someone like go through the timeline of how they felt.
Yes. And if we do it, we're doing it at the same time because we can't be out of the podcast for that long.
No.
So
no, we can't.
We are going to do it together. And then the other cool thing they are doing a prom.
I know.
And I already have my dress picked out.
Oh, I have no idea. Fuck.
Yeah, you might want to start thinking about that.
Prom. What kind of prom is this?
Like prom.
So just
like a
formal,
prom.
just like a formal dress.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to do my pink cupcake dress from JBY.
Okay. There you go.
I'm going to wear that one because I'm like, that's prom.
That is prom.
So, and I didn't get to wear it for the whole JBY.
No.
It was only the beginning. So.
Oh, I can't wait.
I
can't wait to look tonight.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go as like something classic, but sexy.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. Yeah, because we are going to go to that. And then after the retreat, we are going to Disney World for my birthday. On my birthday, I will be in Disney.
How crazy is that?
And going to Disney, Cinderella's Castle for a character breakfast. So, of course, I believe in magic. Like wearing that shit.
If you're on YouTube, you would have seen that.
Yeah, you would have seen that. So the second thing is that we will be running a 5K.
Yeah, can you believe this? I got Kelly to do a 5K with me.
Not running.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're not running.
We're walking.
We are walking.
Fast. Yeah, ish.
We're just not going to be last. That's our goal.
Yeah, and I can do a 5K. I've done a 5K before.
Yeah, it's only 3.2 miles, so we can do this shit. But yes, that is going to be in LA on May 7th. So that is actually the 2 Bears, 1 Cave 5K. So, but I'm going to have the link in our link tree and down below. So that way, if you guys want to join our team, we will have an OSLP team. I'm going to get everything ready to go for that because literally it's about a month away. It's a little less than a month away.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're leaving on the 4th.
We leave on the 4th. So we're going to be in LA for 4 days. We're going to have a blast. And I'm going to take Kelly to some random places.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
If I have time and Mel doesn't want to go, I may hop over to Disneyland because it's not that far. So.
Yeah, I'm not going to Disneyland.
Well, you're going in
I'm going to Disney World.
Well, yeah, but you're going in June to Disneyland because we already told people we would do a thing there.
Yes.
So
So for those that are listening, we're going to be doing a meetup in Disneyland in June. We haven't picked the day yet, but we do need to figure that out. Maybe we should do that after this episode.
That probably would be a good idea. Yeah. So we're going to get that information to you guys very soon. And then we will be, we'll be doing the 5K. That link will be below and in our link tree.
Yep.
And then the last thing you guys need to know is we have a website.
We do.
And we need you to go there. And you need to click, when you click on the page, there's going to be a pop-up.
Yes.
And it's going to say, sign up for our newsletter. And you're going to want to put your email in there because when we pick the date for June for the Disneyland meetup, those people get first crack at it.
They do.
Yeah.
They get first dibs, man. They get discounts on freaking tickets. They know when we're going on tour. They get to know all this stuff before the public gets to know. So sign up. You're only going to get about 1 to 2 actual newsletters a week. We're not going to go crazy in your inbox when we don't like that either. So we get it.
Yep.
So definitely go sign up. And then while you're there, you can get some merch. You can listen to episodes. You can see blogs. And in the top right-hand corner is the
I'm going to make you pause for just a second.
That motherfucker. I said it right.
No, but you did say it right. But there is also free digital downloads on the website that give you journal prompts. And these journal prompts are based off of the episodes that we release.
That's correct.
So you can go to the digital download button and there you will find all those free ones. Plus there is a pillar tracker.
Yes.
That is on there for sale. The pillar tracker covers a whole year. There are journaling pages after each week.
Yes.
And these track
actually after every day, right?
Every week.
Oh, so journal prompt After every week.
After every week. But you can track your water, protein, movement, sleep, what your mind's at.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you have a good day, a good week? Did you have a bad week? So all of that is for sale in the digital download section as well. So, and if you do what Mel is saying you're doing, you would get a discount on that pillar tracker.
You would, 100%.
Yeah, so what were you saying?
I was going to tell them to go to the top right-hand corner on our website to become a patron, because that is the fastest way of being in a group, feeling connected, because we have what's called the Benchy group. Yeah. And they're $7 or higher. It's called the Winners Circle. And so you want to come and hang out with us because we're in the actual Facebook group. It's not the weird, crazy ones that everyone's used to.
No, you guys know how much I hate that.
Yeah, you fucking hate it like crazy, more than I do.
People are mean.
People are mean. And we don't like that.
Benchies are not mean to each other. They're very supportive. We've got over 200 people in there. We've got all ages in there. Sorry, my shoulder.
Yeah, we
itched.
have men and women. So definitely check that out. So that way you guys can become one, and you also get like a Zoom call with us once a month. Yep. And then there's perks too that come with it. There's some free swag, there's discounts. So definitely go check that out. And if you're not on the website, just go to patreon.com/OSLP. Now, Kelly, you tell them what the free way is. There's always a free way.
There's always a free way to support us. So the free way to support us is going to our YouTube channel. Yeah. It's preloaded on your phone, people. Go to YouTube, click on it. And then go in and type in Our Sleeve Life Podcast. We are the only ones. And you want to hit that little bell and the subscribe button so you're notified when future videos like this. Now, there's also another free way to support us. Did you know that? By going to our Instagram and TikTok.
I had a feeling that's where you were going, but I wasn't quite sure.
This is the first time I'm saying it because it's a free way to support us because we love hearing from you. Yeah. So go in, find our pages, hit that follow button so you're also notified when future videos like this drop.
I like it.
All right.
So
into the episode.
That's right.
I'm stoked to talk about this.
I know. I'm liking this subject today. I think it's very important.
It is very important.
So these newbies and the pre-oppers and the early post-oppers, this is for you.
Yep.
So what are we talking about, Cal?
We are talking about the top mistakes that we see bariatric patients make in their first year.
Yep.
And it's not just the first year. Like it can extend into all of the years.
But we're going to focus mainly on that first year. And then we'll move on to the little bit later.
Yeah. I have one in my head.
I was going to say, what's the one that like drew you to this?
Immediately, I think drinking.
Like alcohol?
Alcohol.
100% agreed.
Yeah. So my office, my surgeon told me not to drink for a year after surgery. And I actually went beyond that. And I know you did too. Yes. We went 16 months without alcohol.
Months. Yeah. 1 year.
I went 16. Oh, no, it was 18 months.
It was 18 months.
It was 18 months. It was a year and a half. And when I took that first drink, it was like, I kind of was like, like, cause after not drinking for 18 months.
Yep.
But
it tastes different now.
It does taste different.
It's way different.
Yeah. And I can taste that sugar alcohol.
Yeah.
Because I had a White Claw and I was like, this is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. I don't like White Claws at all.
I do.
So yeah, she does. I would rather just take a shot of tequila.
Call it good.
Or make my spicy watermelon drink, which I'm so stoked to make again this summer. I only drink them during the summer. Yep. So but I think the biggest point of not drinking is because drinking slows down your metabolism for 72 hours.
Yes. It's a slippery slope too.
It is a slippery slope. But I think the main thing is and there's actually two main things. Yeah. The first one is that if you are drinking newly post-op, you are not going to lose weight in the same way.
No, you're not going to be in the same time frames.
Yeah.
It's going to be very wonky for sure.
Stalls will happen more often.
And we love to have an instant gratification. And that first year is a lot of that. It really, really is.
It really is.
You're drinking differently, you're eating differently, you're moving more, you're sleeping better, you're getting your vitamins in. So you're feeling top notch. And I wanted to express that because when I found out it was 72 hours, That's actually why I went into a year and a half.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
you all might be asking yourselves, why do these girls love Just Meat so much? Well, we're going to tell you.
yeah, because so much freaking flavor, guys.
Yes,
Like,
oh
it
my
is
God.
insane. And I love to cook. And this has cut down my cooking time like in half. Literally the meat part, 2 to 3 minutes.
Who doesn't want that for cooking? And I love, love, love the fact as a single person, I can cook 1 pack and eat that for the rest of the day, the rest of the week.
Yeah.
The rest of the
insane.
week, people. And I love that it comes straight to your door. I don't have to go to the grocery store. I don't know about you, but I don't like going to the grocery store.
No.
So having this delivered is ultimate.
It is ultimate. And you just go to justmeats.co, pick out all your different flavors. You can really mix and match what you want, and then use OSLP 25 for you to get $25 off your order.
Go now. Are you feeling a little sluggish? Little lack of protein? Little lack of caffeine? Well, we got the fix for that.
That's right. Dive Bar Nutrition has the best protein bars. They have caffeine, protein, and they taste delicious.
So head on over to divebarnutrition.com and use code OSLP at checkout.
I didn't hit my lowest yet. So I was like, let's go.
Yep.
And it was if you start hanging out with friends that actually are drinking, it's quite hilarious because you're just like, oh, I'm so glad I'm not drunk right now.
Yep.
I'm like, or I don't even like the drinks. Like, it took me a while to just go to the shot because I was telling Kelly like a long time ago, everything was just so sweet.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to drink. And I couldn't, and my other favorite drink is beer.
Yeah.
So
and that's
not going to happen because that hurts immediately.
Yeah.
So like I had to figure out what worked for me, and it's shots because 1, low cal, and 2, like there's no sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we want you to wait that long because also we have tiny tummies, we have baby tummies. You know, our tummy's just learning. I feel like we need to give our tummy like the respect it deserves. And you know what? Our doctors say 1 year. I say do the year and go as far as you can when it comes to alcohol.
So the other thing I'm thinking, because you said tiny tummies, is how are you going to hit all of your goals, water, protein, all of that, if you are drinking alcohol?
It's virtually impossible.
Yeah. Like I completely get that you don't want to stop drinking.
Yeah.
Like you want to be able to have fun. You're over 21. It's legal. Like I get it. But you made this choice.
Yes.
And how can you possibly fit in everything that you're supposed to be doing in that first year if you are drinking alcohol? Because you can't drink and eat at the same time.
No, you can't.
You're supposed to go 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after. So that's an hour.
Mine was 15 before, 15 after.
Yeah. So it depends on what your office says. Yeah. But I mean, a lot of the times it's 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after. That's an hour.
That's an hour of just waiting time.
Plus your eating time.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to eat for like, I think it was like 30 minutes. So it ends up being like an hour and a half.
It's a whole situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're not hitting your water goal, you're not hitting your protein goal, how can you possibly think that drinking alcohol is going to be okay?
Right? It's just like you're not hitting those things and it's just hard to do. I would just advise, like, I went to parties. I went to weddings.
Yeah.
I did the thing.
Yeah.
Just bring your water.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Find a drink that you do like, whether you put something in it to make it sweet or taste different. I know a lot of people can't stomach just straight water. So, you know, do your things and just bring it with you. Your family and friends actually will respect you and be more proud of you by doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what? You coming in there and actually drinking doesn't do anything good for you, whether that's mentally or physically.
Yeah.
Because I know me, I didn't miss those hangovers.
No.
At all. Like hangovers fucking suck.
Or the bloating.
The bloating, the face, the stomach, like it's there. We acted like it wasn't there, but it was totally there.
It's there.
100%. And I want to address the addiction part because
I was going to say that too.
Because we've seen it.
Yep.
You know, we've been in this game for 4 years now, watching people, hanging out with people. And that is scary because you can get drunk really fast.
And there's something called transfer addiction.
Yes.
That is very prominent
in the community.
And a lot of the things I see is alcohol.
Yep.
It's alcoholism. And a lot of people, they start drinking early and then they go through it. And then they're 3 or 4 years in and they're like, oh, I've got a problem.
Well, and I get it, right? Like, so we eat and we move our hands to our mouth the whole time. The motion's there. We want that back. Like, and it's frustrating when you're angry or upset because now we can't do that motion anymore. We can't put food in our mouth to make us feel better. Yeah. And what's happening with that addictive brain is now we're picking up alcohol and now we got the motion back. And that's how fast it could be.
I've never thought of it like that.
Yeah. Like I literally just thought of that.
I think that's so perfect though.
It's true. Yeah. Cause like that's the motion. That's what I always heard with people that smoke cigarettes, are trying to stop anything. It's the habit part. It's the hand to mouth situation.
Yep.
And that's why when people stop smoking, they gain weight because now they have the hand motion
now
with
they're
food. Now they're transferring. So that's the part you have to figure out. What do you want to transfer to? Because that's really, you're going to transfer somewhere. Whether it's going to be you journal a lot, you go to therapy a lot. It could be it could just be working out a lot. Like, and then, you can switch it to shopping. But
guess what, guys?
But that's not so healthy. So we want to keep you in the healthy mindset. But like that's the biggest deal. And we've seen this tear up people's journeys and having to reset all the time.
Yep.
And it's sad.
Well, and that's a part of regain also. When you go to alcohol too soon and then say you go down the path of like, I need to get some help for this. Where does that transfer go to?
Yeah.
Back to food.
And we can't fit it. So it hurts.
We can't. Yeah. But I figured out a way to get around it.
I know we all did. There's always a loophole.
Yep.
Always a loophole.
Brings me to the second thing that I see.
Okay. Oh, for what you see that new patients shouldn't be doing.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's drinking and eating around your pouch.
Yes. Now explain what that means.
Okay. So
because I know exactly what that means.
So say you are at a birthday party.
Okay.
And you want a piece of cake.
Yep.
And you've worked it in, and there's nothing wrong with having stuff like that.
Correct. Just work it into your food hygiene.
Yeah. Yeah. Your food hygiene. I figured out how I could eat a little bit and then drink a little bit and then eat a little bit and then drink a little bit instead of saying, I'm going to have this piece of cake. I'm going to have it until I'm satisfied.
Yep.
And then that's all I'm going to have.
Right.
I wanted to finish we'll use crumble because that's what did it. Crumble cookies. I would get a big cookie.
Yep.
And I would cut it into 4. Have my little fourth of a piece.
Yeah.
But then in 20 minutes when it's kind of processed, I could go out and have another one.
Yeah.
And then another one.
I've done that with crumble as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's it's building that habit that like once you are satisfied, you throw it away.
Correct. And that's a new thing that I've been doing. You've seen me do it a lot.
Yes, I have. And I'm very impressed by it.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to look at this anymore.
Yeah.
No more into my body.
And there's nothing wrong with throwing food away.
See, that was my problem.
Yep.
It's like Kelly knows me. It is like, it's painful to throw away food. And I understand why it's painful for me. Like I was always told to never do those things. You don't throw away food.
Finish your plate.
You have to finish your plate or give it to your brother. He'll eat anything. Or now it's Isaiah. Give it to Isaiah. He'll eat whatever you have left. So, and now I'm like, no, guess what? Actually, no one needs to add this to their body. We're going in the trash.
Yep. Surprisingly, it was my godmom that did that. My mom was like, no, when you're done, just throw it away.
Yep.
She was very much like, she did not do the whole finish your plate thing. But my godmom, she was very much you finish what is on your plate.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you are
cinnamon?
sitting there. No, Bonnie.
Got it.
When you were sitting there and if you didn't finish it, you sat there until you finished it.
Yeah. My brother did that to Michael once.
It's so toxic.
Yeah.
Especially for people who have the obesity genes.
Well, and what you're doing is you're building a different eating disorder.
Oh, 100%.
That's really all it is.
Yeah.
So like it's do you want it to be healthy or do you want to start festering one? Because I think that's where it starts.
100%.
Right?
I think it's a horrible way to live. And I get it that they were taught that.
They were.
Because they were in a generation where food was not.
It was a scarcity. Some of our parents grew up in the Depression.
Yep.
Well, especially my grandparents did.
Yeah.
Like my grandmother was born in 1919. So like she was in it as a kid, as growing up, as a young adult. Like, yeah, they were so scared.
Yep.
So, and my grandmother had 9 children. So
yeah, so food was like
you had to spread it as far as you could.
That's what she said. But I think I agree with that.
No.
Like my mom's parents, which if you're asking why I'm not calling them my grandparents, like I don't consider them grandparents. So my mom's
I have one of those. My mom's
parents.
Yep.
They probably grew up in the Depression.
Yeah.
Because they were, I mean, my mom was born in 1954.
So her parents definitely were, yeah.
Yeah. And so I think that's a thing that you just pass along is like, they need to finish their plate. They need to eat this food because we don't know when they're going to have it next time.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's a part of the generational trauma.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
I would totally agree in the generational trauma.
Yeah.
Because your parents did it, so you do it. So you do it to your kids, then your kids do it. Like it's a definite step every single time.
Well, and that's why you always hear them say like, oh, I just want to do better than my parents. Just do better. Just do better.
Well, you said that.
And I said that.
You said that a lot, actually. Yeah. I was actually like,
I did say that a lot.
Okay. Like, yeah. Do better than your parents. I'm trying not to point it at you.
Oh no,
I've got
good.
my heater on right here because I made a mistake in a dress for summer. We're not there yet.
No,
we're not there.
That's why Mel's in a sweater.
Yeah, and I'm like in my cropped Disney
and your
with
whole
my holy jeans and my Birks. Like I'm ready for summer. Just get here. Anyways,
no, you're good. And I just think that what does that mean exactly? Not be like your parents, because what I'm learning is that if you don't want to be like your parents, you actually have to be a full cycle breaker.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to be a cycle breaker.
Hard.
Because you don't want to lead that kind of behavior. I think that's the deal is like what I've learned with Dylan is I want to be a different role model. I don't want to bring in old behaviors into his lifestyle.
Yeah.
So like even this weekend for prom, I knew he wasn't going to eat, but Aunt Nene made a bunch of breakfast food.
Oh, nice.
And so I was like, hey, get your fucking protein in.
Yeah.
And he's like, do we have some? And I go, yeah, Aunt Nene made like sausage and bacon and whatever.
Nice.
We have it. And she made French toast. And he actually left the French toast. I know. Good one for Dill. And took all the meat. And it was funny because he's like, honey, did you get any? And I was like, oh, I'm going to eat later. And she's like, yeah, but all the meat's gone. And I was like, oh, that's my bad. I told Dylan to take the protein. You need protein.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Right. And so I realize I'm doing to Dylan is I'm not talking about his food. I'm just saying, hey, don't forget protein. You just got to get it.
Yep.
Get your water and protein in. And then he can decide the rest because I don't want to give him some sort of a complex.
Yeah.
And I know that he has my genes. They are really like
they're prominent.
They're very prominent.
They're very prominent.
Like because we gain the weight the same. We just do. So I think we need to focus more on like what they need.
Yeah. And I think that's perfect. And I think that can roll into our next one, which is when you are not focused on your protein and your water and your vitamins. I know it's a lot. We get it. We've done it. Like been there, done that, got the t-shirt. But you gotta, when you are not focused on the key points of the surgery, I'm sorry, you're not going to be a successful bariatric patient.
Well, and you're just not going to feel the best either.
No.
Because I want to touch base just real quick on the water, on the eating and drinking real quick before we go forward. Because I did the exact same thing you have done.
Yep.
I've even done it to where like I want to eat something soon. So I'm just going to drink so I can get this out of me so I can eat. And so that caused me to gain.
Yeah, I mean
that mindset and those behaviors, it got me to gain weight. So I am back to doing no drinking while I eat. So that way I can feel the fullness that I'm supposed to feel. Then we can break so I don't feel like shit. And then I will have my drinks.
I think that attributed to a lot of my regain also.
Yeah.
Was I got rid of the not drinking and eating rule.
Yep.
And so I was just eating, drinking, eating, drinking. It's a cycle.
Yeah, it really is.
So if you are
do it all day.
Yeah. So like this is one for both within that first year and also after, because you now have two people here that experiencing regain right now, have experienced regain, and we attribute that to getting rid of the eating and drinking at the same time.
Yep.
Not eating and drinking.
You know
at
what?
the same time
I'm telling people that aren't even bariatric patients to stop doing that.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Yeah, because I'm like, actually, this makes way more sense because they're not getting full like they should. They don't know. It's not just like tiny tummies. It's all tummies.
It's all
this
tummies.
Is what it does.
Yeah.
It's supposed to break down quickly. You putting any liquid in there makes that happen quicker.
Yeah. And my mom told me something which could lead into our next one about when you drink soda.
Yep.
It does not make you full. No. If you drink water, it makes you full.
Well, yeah, because a lot of the sodas are just fucking sugar and carbonation.
Yeah. So it just goes right down.
Right down, yeah.
Which is why most places are like, do you want a soda? What drink do you want?
Yep.
It leads into the next one. Stop drinking soda.
Yeah.
Stop it. It doesn't matter if it's diet. It doesn't matter. Like, I really believe that no bariatric patient has any room to drink soda.
Yeah.
Period. Like it's more than just the sugar. It's the other shit that's in there. So you've done this big surgery. You've done this big surgery. See my freaking. There we go. So you've done this big surgery and you're changing your life. You're eating protein, you're taking your vitamins, you're taking the movement seriously, you're doing all the things.
Yep.
And then you drink fucking soda.
Yeah. I mean, I've done it.
I get it. Like once in a while.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yep.
But within that first year, you have no business
I did not touching
drinking soda.
No. In that first year, really, there's no fucking point.
Well, and I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion.
It is. But there's just no time for it. There's no time or room.
Yes.
There's no time or room.
Maximize how much water and how much protein you get.
Yeah.
And drinking soda is not either of those.
No.
So thinking that diet soda will go towards your goal of water?
No.
Harsh reality now, it does not.
No, it doesn't.
So put the fucking soda down and focus on the water and the protein and the vitamins. Shout out to ProCare. ProCareNow.com.
That's right. We have our easy swallow up there because we don't forget.
OSLP. So you're doing your vitamins, you're getting better sleep, you're doing your movement, all of those things. Yep. And then you're drinking a soda.
Look at her face right now. She's just
Does
like,
that
what
make
the
fucking
fuck?
sense?
No, it doesn't.
Like, I understand.
It doesn't. I didn't even crave it in the first year.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, but I was never a soda drinker. The only thing I craved was the carbonation. So I drink plain seltzer water. There's nothing in it. It's just bubbly water.
Yeah, it attacks your mouth.
She does not like it. Most people do not like it.
It's weird.
I get it.
It's scary.
It's not scary.
It's like, what is this? Like,
it's
what is
bubbly
happening right now?
Water.
I don't know. That just seems more than that.
And this is what I do every time we go out. Can I get a seltzer water from the gun at the bar?
She does.
Every time.
She does so much that when you were in the bathroom, me and Katie did it to the lady too, just in case they brought you the wrong one. Or like, from the gun.
Yeah. But I think that if you want to go out to eat and you want to drink a diet soda.
Yeah.
And you have no business doing it in the first year. No, none. Solid. No, that's a no. Because would you walk into your surgeon's office and be like, oh yeah, I'm having diet soda every day?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Dr. Patterson would have been so mad at me.
Dr.
Not mad, but they would just
have been like,
what?
No.
Why?
No.
They would have so many questions.
Yeah. If I were to walk into Aaron's office and Dr. Thompson's office and say, oh yeah, I drink soda every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would you say that?
They would hide it.
You would hide it.
You would hide
Therefore, you know that it is not right.
Well, and that's how you know you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, is if you start hiding it from people.
Correct.
And
like
you're
eating also
you're-
in secret.
Yeah, and your physicians, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not going to go into your surgeon's office, you're not going to go into your dietitian's office and be like, I'm doing these things. Just knock it the fuck off.
Yep.
Just knock it off.
Well, because you're worth it.
Mhm.
You are worth it. You did the damn thing. You did all the fucking work. So
Yeah.
it's time to like take that time seriously.
Mhm.
And guys, a year out of the whole scheme of things
Yeah.
is like nothing.
It's nothing.
It's so funny because as we can actually talk about this, where when we were young, we were like, oh my God.
Can't wait to be 21,
Yeah.
18, 21.
All the numbers,
Yeah.
right? And then now we're just like, oh, this goes by fucking quick.
Yeah. We hit our 20-year high school reunion, by the way.
Yeah. This year is in June.
Fuck that. I'm not that old.
Apparently we are. Because my kid's graduating and he's 18.
Yeah, and Bianca just went to prom. They went to
The
prom.
Mm-hmm.
They're graduating in like, what, 2 months?
2 months.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not that fucking old.
No, we're not. We're not. Like, we're 37.
I don't like this. I don't like it. Like, how the fuck did we go from, okay, we graduated. Okay, you had a kid. Okay. Now I was married for 10 fucking years.
Yep.
You were married for what?
15.
15?
15.
Now your kid is graduating, is 18. Zach's kid is 18 and graduating. And to top it off, 20-year high school reunion.
It's so wild.
Still don't want to see any of you fuckers.
Oh my
like,
God.
I don't. I have
do.
nothing to say.
I have
Thank
all the things
God
to
we
say.
will be out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, because you know this bitch over here is going to make me go if
I
we're in
would.
town.
I would, but
So,
we're going to be at ASMBS.
We will be at ASMBS.
in San Diego.
Yes. And hopefully we're there for our 30.
That's right. And then we'll be at Disneyland for our meetup.
We will.
See, we're going to hang out with you guys and not be with our
Yeah, I don't give
our
a
high
shit
school
about any
reunion.
of them. I don't.
I know you don't. I know you don't. You're so bad.
I don't like them. I don't. They
Well,
were
we don't
mean.
have like the best experience.
They were mean.
They were mean.
I don't like
They
them.
were mean. And that's why we don't talk to any of them anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're a dick, I don't want to talk to
I mean,
you.
that's kind of also in your first year. Just get rid of people that are mean to you.
Yes.
Do
That
it.
don't understand what you're doing.
Yeah. Just
Like,
slowly back it
Just-
off.
Yeah. Just like phase them out.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of, or
Yeah.
just tell them to fuck right off.
Yeah. I mean, you can do that.
I kind
I've
of
done
did.
that. Yeah, basically. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cause it's not like anybody who makes you feel bad for what you're doing doesn't deserve a place in your
That's
your
how I
life.
see it.
Yeah.
Unless you're hurting yourself, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So,
No. So what would you say next? What would be another thing?
so the first year,
Yeah.
I would say don't put off the movement. You have to move that first year.
Yeah.
If you move right when they tell you to,
Mhm.
you will be so happy with yourself.
Yep.
And we're not talking 2-a-days. We're not talking crazy gym. We're
No.
talking just go on walks.
Walk around your neighborhood.
Walk around, do it a couple times a day,
Yep.
get your body moving.
Yep.
Because with your tiny tummy and movement,
Mhm.
it's like fast.
It is.
It is fast.
Yep.
So, and I have told this to you guys before, is that I regretted not going right when they said.
Yeah.
Like I waited 6 more weeks to feel my comfortability.
Mhm.
And now I'm like, fucking should have done it. Should have
It's-
done
I
it.
mean, we can't go back.
I know we
we
can't.
can only give what we experienced to
Mhm.
them.
Yep.
And then
so I'm telling
tell
you,
them.
do
Start.
it. Start right when you can.
I started exactly like right when I could.
Yep.
I think it was like 3 weeks I was in the gym.
Or working.
It was 3 weeks because I had surgery on the 25th.
Yep.
And
April 25th.
I was already going to the gym by my birthday, which
That's
was May
cool.
22nd.
There you go.
I remember the photo because I was
Yeah.
wearing that Deathly Hallows shirt.
Oh, yes.
And now it's like a fucking nightgown on me.
It is.
So
It's
kinda
pretty
fun.
cool.
It's kind of fun.
I like it.
But yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Like, get your movement in. You don't have to do anything crazy, like Mel said. Like,
Mm-mm.
if you live in a part of the states where it's cold all the time, get a walking pad.
Yep.
They're not that expensive, right?
No, they weren't. Like I got mine, which I'm going to try today. It was like $150.
That's not bad. And I know they have them cheaper than that too, right?
I don't know. I got like, it's like a middle one. I like went through all the reviews until I found one that I was like, okay, everyone seems to like this one.
Yeah. We'll have that link below also, the one that Mel got. And you got a standing desk.
I did. So that's also, I would say that's key in the first year is just putting things out that you need. Yeah. It's okay to have your vitamins out for you to see.
Yep.
Like I have my ProCare out. Literally, that's one of the reasons why it is on the on-air clock above us, because when I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, I got to take you today. So definitely do that. Just prepare yourself. Like get the containers, you know, go to the store and find, you know, the protein shakes that you like. Because I literally found a deal for 12. I don't know if everybody thinks this is a deal, but I think it's a deal. For one case, which is 12 of my protein shakes, it was $37.
That's pretty good.
Right? So I bought 2 and I was like, okay, that's $74 a month that I'm guaranteeing myself that I will have 24 days at least that have protein in them, no matter what. And I think that's worth the $74.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to start changing your mindset of how you want to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And what's worth it, what's not worth it for you.
Yeah.
Like if you don't want a gym membership, don't get little dumbbells, do your thing at the house. It doesn't have to be crazy.
Yeah.
And our favorite line is that you don't want to get bulk or bulky. P.S. It's not going to happen unless you're like,
it's not.
You have to train for that.
Yeah.
Just by losing weight and going to the gym and doing all the regular things, you don't just become bulky.
Yeah.
Like you really have to focus on certain groups of your body when you exercise to get bulky.
Yeah.
We've talked to a lot of bodybuilders that have come from surgeries.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. So it's like you can change your body however you want. You just have to focus in.
Yeah. And we actually talked to Dad Rob, and that episode released
last week.
Yep. So we talked to Dad Rob about that. Like women don't want to become bulky.
No.
And he's like, you would have to like really like take it very seriously, 2 a days, lifting like every single day. It's not going to happen if it just like that movement just accelerates your weight loss.
Well, and
it builds muscle mass.
It boosts your metabolism too.
That too. Yeah.
So it's like you actually get a trifecta by just starting when they say to start, and it can just be walking. I've even seen people use like canned goods.
Yeah.
Just fucking use canned goods.
You can use cans.
So I've seen people use like jugs, like milk jugs, fill it up with water.
I've done that.
Fucking doing those. I've done that.
I've done it. We did a series, like I think it was the first year, maybe the second year, where we would just randomly do exercises like out. So like there's videos of like me in Lowe's and then me in Target doing squats. You did it in Target.
I did too. So yes, I did in Safeway.
And then one time I was at my sister's house and I was like, shit, I gotta do my exercise for today.
Yep.
And so I just took a milk jug and I just did
boom.
This.
There you go.
Yep. And I mean, that cost me no money.
No money.
None.
At all. You just had to take a few minutes out of your day.
And I want to pinpoint the protein too, because you can find cheaper protein.
You can.
Like if you don't want it pre-made, like you can get ProCare's like protein powder. It's fucking delicious.
It's delicious. They even have packets. So that way when you travel, you have it. Because we use those when we travel.
Oh, we do. Definitely.
It's so important.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a way. And I believe the big one has 30 servings in it.
It does.
Okay. So the big pack, and I don't know the cost of it, but we'll link it below also.
It's okay. We have our 15% off. Do OSLP. You'll be fine.
But find a protein. Like if you don't want to invest like Mel is investing in the pre-mades, just test out a couple proteins, like test out ProCares. You can mix them ahead of time. That's the other thing. You can make a couple. Yeah. Because you just get bottles.
Yeah.
Like you can get the glass bottles and fill them with milk, do your scoop, shake them up, let them sit.
Yep.
Like you could do one for every day of the week and it's going to cost you way less than doing the pre-mades.
Yep.
Because you're just taking care of it. And that's a big thing is like, just take care of what you need to take care of.
And don't be afraid of eating meat. Fucking when you go out.
Who's afraid to eat meat?
Some people, I don't know. Maybe someone is. But
is there somebody
are
out there that's
you afraid to eat
I mean,
meat?
she's got some weird fears,
It's true.
but
It's a true story.
I mean, and if you are not vegetarian, not vegan.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of meat?
Are you afraid of the meat? Are you afraid of eating meat in public? That can be a
That's what she
thing.
said.
For sure. But I'm just saying, I'm trying to pinpoint meat just because when I worked at the Department of Revenue and did all those walks, I was still eating like good portions of chicken at my desk. I was eating good portions of turkey.
Yep.
Even steak sometimes. It was like carne. So I'm saying this so that way you can bring to work just literally a little package of meat and it's going to last. Like some of these packages, you can have like 30 grams right there. And done deal.
I mean, most of Just Meat's packages, like, and that's a great way to do it.
Oh, you could take one of those to work.
You could take one of those to work. And I mean,
oh my God,
microwave it.
OSLP 25. You get $25 off your order.
Yes.
That's a great, I just like my mind's blown because if I had that when I worked at my jobs.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Cause you would make it ahead of time.
Yeah.
With the marinade and all that. Put it in a container. Take it to work. And then you can just like, or portion it out into little plates.
Yep.
Like,
that's what I was going to say.
There's 4 servings in each thing.
Right. And I would probably take 2 servings at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you like want to just eat
more.
the same thing during the week. And that's, I mean, I do that for dinners all the time with the Just Meats. I'll make one package and then I eat for like 5 days.
It's so good.
Yeah. It's
I love that.
so delicious.
Well, I think they even have microwave instructions on there.
I believe so.
So that's what what also is cool is that I know at every job they have to have a microwave.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know a job that hasn't.
Right. So you could literally just buy like the smallest pack from Just Meats and then still be good for your protein.
Yeah.
Because literally it is Just Meats. They're not giving you anything else.
Yeah. It's a full pound of meat.
Of meat after it's cooked.
Yeah. And it's delicious, guys. No. It's delicious. And I know you're probably like, why am I listening to an ad right now? But no, I think that being prepared using these things like Just Meats, because really all you're going to be able to fit in the beginning is meat.
Yeah.
So why not buy a package of Just Meat pre-cooked? You don't have to meal prep
you don't have to cook it.
Like you literally in a saucepan for 2 to 3 minutes, guys.
Yeah, that's it. Or you put it in the microwave.
Even I'm okay with doing that.
Yeah.
That's how you know how easy it is.
Well, because I just wish like I had, here's the part is like why we're talking from our experience. It's like 8 years ago, guys, I would have loved to have had some of these products.
Oh, for sure.
They didn't exist back then.
They did not.
You know, like only thing I had was HelloFresh. And
yeah, but I
wasn't huge. Like I liked it for a little bit.
I liked it, but I felt like it was just too much.
Yeah.
Like it was too like gourmet for being a bariatric patient. And I know, like we don't lose our taste buds. I get it. But when all you're going to eat is the meat, I don't want the rest of it.
No.
Like,
and I would have preferred to have a service.
Yeah.
That would just do that. You know, that takes time and money out of your grocery budget. And just goes to the meats. So that way, you know, every day you're getting X amount of meat. You're getting X amount of protein.
And what made me think of like Just Meats was because each serving of like the chicken is like 28 grams of protein.
Yeah. That's
so
great.
If you portion that out and eat it over a work day, like
easy peasy.
Yeah. It's so easy. And you can sit at your desk and you just eat it or whatever. Like it's, and the other cool thing, and then I'll be done with the Just Meats thing, is that you can buy them, put them in the freezer.
Yes.
So that you can prepare for a whole month.
Yep.
Like you can be like, okay, I'm going to have chicken thighs, teriyaki chicken thighs here. I'm going to do the pollo asado right there. I'm going to do some
like Hawaiian
chicken or Hawaiian pork.
Yep.
You can do steak. So you can mix it all up. And you could even cook like 2 of them at the same time and just like go back and forth. But you're not wasting food.
You're not.
Because they're in the freezer.
And it's less time. So
it is. It really is.
I know that's what everybody wants is less time, more items for you.
Yeah.
And yeah, you really do on that first year is water and protein. That's it. That's all all of us are looking for. I say that even now.
Yeah.
Because I notice as long as I get those higher levels of protein, because by the way, when you don't get the right level of protein, your body starts craving other things. Lots of sugar.
Yes.
Because it wants to like compensate.
Well, and we were told that by eating a good amount of protein, it actually jumps up the GLP-1
Yes.
that is actually already in your system.
It's naturally in your system.
So if you eat enough protein,
Mm-hmm.
your body will actually create the GLP-1.
Yes, it does.
Which is very interesting.
Mhm.
I don't remember who told us that.
That was
Ridley?
no. It was a lady. It wasn't Georgie.
We'll figure it out.
Amy K. Wilson.
Oh, yeah. So
I
it's
believe it was
already created in your system.
Yep.
So those of us that want to be successful bariatric patients,
Mhm.
I feel like eating enough meat, getting enough protein is a key point.
So here's we're going to tell you the why. Here's the why when it comes to protein.
You know, Mel.
You got to have the why.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. What I've noticed when I don't get enough protein is I feel sluggish.
Yep.
I feel foggy.
Yep.
I feel like I don't want to, I'm not motivated.
Weak.
Kind of, yeah.
I feel weak.
100%. And then when I am actually hitting my goals, I'm energetic. I want to do things. Nothing like when I'm like, oh, I need to go downstairs and change over my clothes. Because my stuff is in the basement.
Yep.
I'm on the top floor and literally on the opposite side of the house. Most of the time, if I don't get my protein or even my vitamins in or water that day, I'm like, I don't want to go down there.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
I didn't get my protein the other day. And I was like, oh, what day was it? I don't remember. But I was like, I could totally do my laundry right now. It was last night.
There you
It
go.
was last night.
Yeah.
I was running on fumes because it was a very busy weekend. There was a lot of drama, not between us, but other people. We're trying to make it work. But I got home last night because I went shopping with Zach and the girls.
Yep.
And I was putting away because I'm a messy ass person, and like I pull all my sweaters out, and then they're just laying on the ground. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put all this away. I'll put the new stuff that I got away. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing all of this. I could just run over and do laundry.
Yep.
Because I don't have laundry in my condo.
Right.
I have laundry outside of condo. And so I was like, it would only take like an hour and 45 minutes.
Right.
Like I'm going to be awake. And then of course I didn't get enough protein that day. So I was like, no, I don't want to. Like,
and that's what it
I'll
does.
just do it later.
Always when it's when you're low protein, everything goes to later.
Yep.
I've noticed. And when I'm fully protein up, water up, vitamins up, I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's go. Let's get this thing done. Like it could be even like 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I will still like finish cleaning the kitchen, get things ready for the next day.
Yep.
I'll wash my face. Like it's just interesting how your body actually feels.
Yes.
When you have all the things that you're told that you need to have. And these are things that we were supposed to have before surgery. We just didn't know.
Yeah.
We had no idea. We weren't aware. We're just putting like food in our mouths and hopefully that feels better.
Yeah.
That's literally what I was doing.
I think another one is not. I see this a lot in the first and even the second year, not going to therapy.
Yes, this is Kellie's baby.
We're all in. We're here for a reason.
Yep.
Okay. So if you're not willing to go to therapy, I feel like you have no business getting surgery.
Ooh, fighting words.
Well, I do because I get it. I didn't want to do therapy. I put it off for fucking ever.
So did I.
She's still putting it off. So
no. I've scheduled. This is all my Amanda lady having problems with the insurance and whatnots.
Well, I was talking more about you moving on to a different.
Oh, yeah, because there's problems with my therapist, so I need to get a new one.
Yes, she does.
But
I don't.
I still have appointments scheduled.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm saying.
So, okay. So sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, it was just the beginning. I did the same thing.
You did it in the beginning. And we all don't want to do therapy. We don't want to talk about our past. We don't want to deal with why we eat like we do. We don't want to deal with why we're obese.
And I also don't like talking about myself.
No.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I like talking about myself, but not in therapy.
I just don't like it at all. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to do therapy, guys. I want to leave that shit buried in my brain because I'm happier when it's buried. Okay. But to be a successful bariatric patient, you cannot I mean, you can believe me.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But in my opinion, you should schedule your surgery and get therapy.
Yeah. Agreed.
It is a part of self-care.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people think self-care is doing your nails, getting a pedicure.
Well, you did.
Doing a facial. That's exactly what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Now I view self-care as taking ownership of what I do,
Mm-hmm.
going to therapy and dealing with the shit that I don't want to deal with.
Yep.
And journaling,
Mm-hmm.
figuring out what's going on in my brain,
Yes.
and taking control of my life. Because I feel like if you are still not giving control to yourself.
Yeah. And this is a great way to do it.
Yeah.
Because this is something that you so can control. You can control all the food that goes in your body, all the like liquids that go in your body, whether you're moving or not, whether you're sleeping or not, taking your vitamins or not. That's what's really surprising about bariatric surgery is that all of a sudden you have all this control.
It's scary.
And it is a little scary. And for me, I played it like a video game. So I'm just weird. And that's literally what I was doing. Like if anybody out there listening that love video games, you can actually play your own video game within your bariatric surgery. You have to literally
Please tell.
Okay.
Please tell. I want to know. I've never heard this, guys.
Here you go. So,
this is all new information to me.
We're just going to go over, like, say Mario Brothers. Everybody loves Mario, right?
Yeah.
But you have to have stars. You have to have, like, you get little coins when you
have to
go
have
buy
a health
things
too, right?
You have a health.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I viewed my journey was like, okay, in order for me to get through the day, I have to hit these things like a video game. So I have to get my protein. I have to get my water. I have to time everything. Because it is timing, especially that first year. It took me 6 months to get my water and my protein balanced. So I'm with you guys. It was painful and frustrating. But once I had a handle, oh my God, I was so excited.
Well, and you can add more things in.
And I didn't actually. Because this is the difference between me and Kelly, where like I finally got it. So I stick to it for another like 6-7 months. I was like, yes. See, Kelly wants to add stuff. I don't want to add anything.
I add stuff, or I'm like, ooh, that was working, but what if we do this?
Yeah, she likes to change things up. I'm a person of routine, and I love it. And I have to like master something before I will move on to something else. So
that is correct.
So that is why, like, I actually year 3. Don't stop portioning out your food, because I totally did that in year 3. I stopped weighing stuff. I stopped like actually scooping things. I just eyeballed it, and everybody knows your eyes look bigger than your stomach.
Every single time.
Every single time. But back to the video game situation. Like I always felt better once I knew it's like you finished your game for the day. You put it away. You start over.
Can we make a Mario tracker?
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
We could do the little stars and like we could do all the thing and it's be like, okay, at the end of the day, did you win your video game?
That's right.
Like, and I fucking hate video games.
She does.
Sorry. I just don't.
But we could actually be little 8-bit characters, me and you.
We could.
And we can do that for the next year's tracker.
I will put that into your hands.
Okay. I will make us 8-bit and then you create the tracker.
Always.
That's how it works. You just saw it in real time.
Yes. So, okay. So we went over alcohol.
Oh, back to the game for 1 second.
Okay.
The leveling up.
Okay. I didn't realize there was a level up too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So leveling up. So what that means is that you've mastered like getting all your protein in. Just that. And then now you're on level 2. Level 2 is where you get water and protein. Level 3 is water, protein, and vitamins. You just slowly go up the levels and then you become a master at it.
I fucking love this. I fucking hate video games, but I fucking love this.
I love it.
That's so great.
You got to level up in life. I mean,
definitely.
You really do. And this is a good way to start.
Yeah. You could even add therapy to that.
Oh, that's another level up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you got to get the baseline down, which is water, because you need it for your body. You need protein for your body. You need to move, right? Yep. You need to sleep and you need to get your vitamins in. And then I think you add the therapy because like, I don't want people trying to do too many things at once because that's really hard.
It is. But I also think that when you are doing the leveling up, it's important to be able to talk to somebody about that.
You do. Yeah. So maybe that should be like
Step 2.
Level 2.
No, level 1.
Oh, you want level 1 for therapy.
I want it immediately. Like
She does.
I have really watched people like Mel said, we've been around for 4 years.
Yeah.
And when I see people not in therapy,
it's a little scary.
They don't do as well.
They don't.
But the moment that you start therapy and you start talking about these things, you just do better.
Well, because your brain's thinking about it and putting things in motion and dealing with it. Yeah.
Yep. So if you're not in therapy, I'm sorry, you should be.
Okay. Level 1,
Therapy.
get a therapist.
Level 2, protein.
Yeah.
Level 3, water. Level 4, vitamins. Level 5, movement. Level 6,
sleep.
Sleepy sleep.
Because sleep is like literally a hidden like godsend. Because
guys,
it heals you.
It does, guys.
Oh yeah, tell them your good news.
I got 7 hours of solid sleep last night.
Oh my God.
7 hours. If you know me, you know I don't sleep more than 2 to 3 solid hours a night.
Yeah. You do look more vibrant today.
Thank you.
I will. You seem more in it.
Solid hours, bitches.
Yeah. Your body needs it. It needs to unscramble your brain from what it's been doing all day long.
Yep.
What we do as humans is a lot.
Yeah.
And we need time to heal and sleep and take care of ourselves. And that's part of it.
So I'm going to go.
Is there any other ones?
I do. I actually do.
Oh, she has more.
So this is a slight one.
Okay.
But when I see people compare themselves to other people.
Yes.
On social media, that is it. Don't do that. Just walk away. And if because if it triggers you, don't be on social media as much.
So I know you did this. So how'd you know it was triggering you? When you were comparing?
It was when I was going through my regain more than anything. Like I was noticing that my body was changing again.
Yeah.
And I was looking at all these people that didn't seem to have the same issue.
Got it.
So, but I think because I think that first year I was just so busy.
Yeah. You just don't really think about it.
That I just didn't even think about the comparing. But I think I would say once I hit maintenance.
Is when you started to compare.
Okay. Because I was looking at them and being like, okay, I'm in maintenance, but they're in maintenance and they look way better.
Got it.
So that part was triggering for me.
Okay.
And I know some people look at it as like their starting point is like for other people is like the goal weight.
Yeah.
And so it's good to just know that social media is there for support, not for comparison.
No.
And joining support groups and going to events, I think is super helpful within that first year. Finding people that are like-minded.
Yep. And that in-person events are very, very important. We learned that just from having COVID, not being able to do anything to now we can, and how much different when the community is to people are now finally coming out, and we are so excited about that, have never been to an event before. And we are so proud of them because 1, we know that's hard to do, and 2, they're actually meeting their berry besties. They are. And it's so cool to watch. And that's more important. I think you should use social media in that format of finding friends, going to the events, looking at, giving other people support, even going on and be like, damn, you look good today, girl. Like whatever it is, like you're killing it, and then reposting people is also a form of support. I know I felt really good the first time. I think one of the other people reposted me and I was like, oh my God.
It's nice to know that you're seen.
Yeah.
Like you're not just another number in this field, in this bariatric community. You are actually seen as the person that you are. Yeah. I love it. So I really think that finding that sweet spot with social media, in-person events, all of that, and really connecting with people is super important in that first year.
It is. Keep an open mind to everything, whether that's people, food, liquid, events, you need to be open-minded.
Yeah.
Because one, your taste buds change. So you might not like the things that you used to like.
Yeah.
People change. You change. So just be like I'm saying, just don't be narrow-minded, be open-minded to this whole experience. Trust the process and avoid some of these easy things that you can avoid. You know, no alcohol, no doing water and food together. She's on a roll.
I'm on a roll.
I think the sleep has really helped.
I'm sorry. Okay, so the next one is, and this is something I did and I fully regret it. Weighing yourself every day. Because in the beginning I was like, oh, it's just numbers. Like it didn't bother me because the scale was always going down.
Yeah.
But when it stops, it fucks with your brain. And that can happen right after surgery. That can happen 2 months in, 3 months in, 4 months in. You may hit a stall every single month.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, you don't know. So if you are weighing yourself every single day, I would wholly say, just walk away and have 1 day a week.
Yeah, mine was Saturdays. Yeah. Saturday mornings.
I did Thursdays in the beginning and then it started creeping up that I was doing it every single day.
Oh.
And some people don't weigh themselves at all until they go do their checkups.
Yeah.
And I mean, that would be hard for me.
That would have been
hard
for me.
I don't think I could do that. But I think knowing that there is a line.
Yeah.
And knowing that like whatever the scale says, take into account, did you hit your water? Ask yourself questions. Did you hit your water? Did you hit your protein? Did I move? Did I start lifting weights?
Yep.
Because that's going to change your body.
Yep.
And
you could still weigh the same, but actually have more muscle mass.
Yeah. We actually had a question in the benchies about the stall happening and she had just started lifting weights.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think your whole body is changing then.
It's freaking out.
It's
like,
freaking
what are we
out.
doing here?
It's gaining muscle.
Yep.
It's all of those things affect your weight.
Yes.
And I don't think you should stop lifting weights because you're in a stall. Like just keep going.
Well, and remember people, I think the Kelly's also was going to get to this, is it's your worth is not tied to the number.
Yeah, I was not going to. So I thank you for saying that.
Yeah, you're not, that number is not what you're worth at all.
Yep.
So let's not, that's the part that I always worry about is people tying their worthy to the scale.
Yeah.
Because I know that there's people out there that can handle the scale and then can't handle the scale.
Yep. I was the not.
You were the one that couldn't. And I could. It was fine. But I also didn't do it every single day. I just did it on Saturday mornings.
Yep.
So, like it's just what works for you.
Yeah. I think that's a very key point is finding that sweet spot, not just with the scale, but with your mental health, with your protein, your water, doing all the things, taking control of your life, because that's why you did it.
Yeah.
To take control. I mean, I can't think of one person that I've talked to that says, no, I didn't do this to take control of my life.
Right?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Yep.
That would be so wild.
Yep. So I hope all of these things helped you guys, because that first year and after we learned from our mistakes.
Yep.
I wish somebody had said all of these things to me.
Same.
Like, hey, these are some mistakes that you want to avoid at all costs.
We have done them.
Yeah, we have done that. And I really think like, don't just put it all into that first year, that once you hit that first year goal, that you're done being a bariatric patient.
No, you're a bariatric patient for life.
Yeah. And I think if you don't stop and think that like, okay, this is the rest of my life, you will not be a successful patient.
Yeah,
because
so
I thought it was just
have,
that first year.
A lot of people do. You have to go in with a good mindset of knowing this is literally a lifestyle change.
Yep.
As much as people hate that saying, it's true. It's a lifelong change. It really is. And you're going to have some fumbles and you're going to do great. And the one thing that me and Kelly have been consistent on is not stopping. Don't quit.
Don't quit.
Every day is a new day. I literally wash my face every morning and be like, okay, new day. Here we go. How we rocking and rolling today.
Yep.
Like that's how you have to kind of talk to yourself. And then it just becomes pretty natural. So
yeah. I think those are, I like all of these. What would you guys add?
Yeah. So anything.
The further along people, what would you add to that list?
Yeah.
we may just ask that in the benchies. So if you're not a benchie, you probably want to sign up at patreon.com/OSLP so you can be in the benchie group and continue these conversations in there and get wonderful support.
Wonderful support.
Yeah.
Literally, if you have a question, someone in there can help you.
Yep.
That's what I love.
Yep. If we don't have an idea, somebody else does.
Yep.
So
I love it. Of course, go over to oursleevelifepodcast.com.
Yes.
Get all your merch, get the newsletter, get all the fun things that are over there.
Yes.
And then, of course, guys, YouTube. You guys would have seen all the random facial expressions in Kellie's shirt if you were on YouTube watching this.
And me constantly playing with my hair because I love it.
Because she's so excited. She's so excited. I love it. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
So, all right, guys.
All right. We love you guys. And we will see you
next time. Bye.